This farm does not exist. The label shows a white barn, red roof, golden wheat field stretching behind a wooden fence. A farmer in denim overalls leans against a tractor. The sun glows orange behind him. But when you scan the establishment number stamped on the side of the box, the GPS coordinates do not point to Iowa. They point to a concrete warehouse in New Jersey. No fields, no barn, no farmer. The image is glitching. The wheat stalks repeat in an unnatural pattern. The shadows fall in two different directions. The farmer's hand has 6 fingers. This is not a photograph. This is an algorithm hallucinating a memory that never happened. You think you are buying from a farmer, but you are buying from a renderer. Welcome to the age of ghost farms. We audited dozens of major food labels in the first 3 months of 2026. A widespread pattern emerged across the industry. Brands were using artificial intelligence to generate farm images on their packaging, not stock photos, and not real locations. These images are synthetic nostalgia, created by machines trained on millions of real farm photos, and then twisted into something that sells trust. The milk carton shows a happy cow grazing on green hills. A barcode scanner highlights the establishment number in red. The number traces back to a feedlot in Amarillo, Texas, concrete floors, metal gates, and thousands of cows standing shoulder to shoulder under fluorescent lights. The honey jar shows a cartoon beekeeper and hand-drawn flowers. A magnifying glass hovers over the batch code stamped on the lid. The code links to an industrial blending facility in California, where corn syrup is mixed with trace amounts of honey and pollen extracts. The label says, "Pure honey." The ingredients list says otherwise. The pasta sauce shows an Italian grandmother stirring a pot on a stone patio. A smartphone displays the company address on a glowing blue map. The address is a fulfillment center in Ohio. The tomatoes come from paste, imported from China. The grandmother never existed. She was assembled pixel by pixel inside a language model. This is not illegal. Yet. The Food and Drug Administration does not regulate packaging imagery. They regulate ingredients. They regulate health claims. But a picture of a barn is considered marketing expression. Protected speech. As long as the ingredients list is accurate, brands can print whatever fantasy they want on the front. And they do. Here is how it works. Brands hire agencies that specialize in generative image creation. A computer screen shows a text prompt box with a blinking cursor. Creatives type prompts into systems like Midjourney, DALL-E, or proprietary corporate tools. The prompts are often shorthand phrases such as rustic family farm at sunset, authentic, wholesome, heritage brand, hyper-realistic, 4K render. The machine analyzes 10 million real farm photos. It learns what trust looks like. Wooden fences, warm light, weathered hands holding worn tools, faded denim against weathered wood, animals in open spaces. Then it fabricates a new image that triggers the same emotional response without depicting anything real. This is not Photoshop. Photoshop starts with reality and alters it. This is pure invention. A digital hallucination designed to exploit your instinct to trust small farms over factory systems. The uncanny valley is closing. 5 years ago, you could spot the fake. The lighting was off. Textures looked waxy, like melted plastic. People appeared like mannequins with frozen expressions. But in 2026, the simulations are nearly perfect. The only clues are small. A fence post that morphs into a tree trunk, a chicken with too many tail feathers, a cloud that repeats itself across the horizon like a copy-paste error. Most people never notice. The truth hides behind the ghost farm. The glossy cardboard box in your hand shows heritage, sepia-toned photographs, and vintage typography. But the back panel tells a different story. A white ingredients label, black text, in 6-point font. The ingredients panel reveals where marketing illusion meets industrial reality. Natural flavors. This term appears on 68% of processed foods. It sounds safe. It sounds like crushed herbs and squeezed lemons. But according to the Code of Federal Regulations, Title 21, natural flavors can include anything derived from plant or animal sources, even if it was synthesized in a laboratory using solvents, enzymes, and chemical reactions. These are authorized examples under the FDA, Title 21, that show how legal definitions can be broad. The vanilla flavor in yogurt products can legally come from castoreum. Castoreum is a secretion from the anal glands of beavers. It is technically natural. It is also nowhere near a vanilla bean. The strawberry flavor in breakfast cereals can come from a compound called furaniol. It is extracted from wood pulp using acids. It mimics the taste of strawberries, but contains 0 strawberries. The smoky flavor in potato chips can come from liquid smoke, a thick brown liquid made by burning wood and condensing the vapor. That liquid is filtered, but it still contains tar residues and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, the same chemicals found in cigarette smoke. Natural does not mean simple. It does not mean recognizable. It means the starting material came from nature before it was taken apart in a lab. The fine print below the ingredients reveals another layer. The line that says "distributed by" in italics. This is the company that puts their name on the box. But they are not always the manufacturer. Many brands do not make their own products. They outsource production to co-packers, massive warehouse facilities with loading docks and conveyor belts stretching hundreds of feet. These factories produce dozens of brands under one roof. The same stainless steel conveyor belt that fills organic almond milk at 9 in the morning fills conventional protein shakes at 2 in the afternoon. Same pipes, same tanks with pressure gauges and temperature readouts. Sometimes the only difference is the label. The establishment number is the key. A small alphanumeric code printed near the barcode in gray ink. It starts with the letter P or the letters EST. This number is assigned by the USDA or the FDA to the physical location where the food was processed. The database is public. A laptop screen showing the USD, a Food Safety Inspection Service website. Anyone can enter the code into the search bar. The results show the facility name and address. A map pin drops onto satellite imagery. The geographic disconnect becomes clear. Most of the time, it is not a farm. It is a warehouse with corrugated metal siding, a processing plant with refrigeration units on the roof, an industrial campus with refrigerated trucks backing into loading bays and pallets stacked 20 feet high, wrapped in plastic. The pasture-raised chicken that you paid triple for. The establishment number points to a slaughter facility in Georgia that processes 400,000 birds per day. Pasture-raised is not a regulated term. There is no federal standard, no inspections. The company can define it however they want. The loophole is simple. The USDA and the FDA focus on food safety and nutritional labeling. They do not have the funding or the mandate to police marketing images. So brands have learned to move the deception from the text to the picture. You cannot write farm fresh unless you meet specific standards. But you can print a picture of a farm with no consequences. The image does the persuading. The image closes the sale. And the image is a constructed reality. This is synthetic trust. It is cheaper than building a real farm. It is faster than earning a real reputation. And it works. Sales of products with rustic packaging imagery grew 42% between 2023 and 2025, even as the products themselves became more industrialized. So what do? You learn the signals. If you cannot map it, do not eat it. If the package shows a specific farm, but does not name it, be suspicious. If it shows a farmer but gives no town, no county, no region, assume it is fiction. Single origin labels tell you the exact location where the ingredients were grown or raised. A glass bottle of olive oil with a QR code being scanned by a smartphone. Examples: olive oil from a specific estate in Tuscany, coffee from a named cooperative in Colombia, beef from a ranch you can visit in Montana. These brands are expensive, but they are expensive because they are real. The supply chain is traceable. The story is not a stock image. It is a GPS coordinate. Certifications with enforcement matter. Gold and green. USD. A organic seal embossed on packaging. Non-GMO project verified butterfly logo. Certified humane badge with farm animals. These labels require annual inspections and documented records. Lab testing. Third-party audits. They cost money to maintain, so brands only use them if they can prove compliance. Avoid vague terms with no legal definitions. The words farm fresh dissolving into pixelated noise. Artisan, handcrafted, home style, wholesome. These words mean nothing. They are not regulated. They are decorative language designed to trigger nostalgia without making any enforceable claims. The establishment number reveals the truth, a finger pointing to the small code on a package. If the address is a residential street or a P.O. box, the brand is hiding. If the address is an industrial park, the rustic image is a marketing illusion. And finally, the image itself contains the evidence. A magnifying glass zooms into package artwork, revealing digital artifacts. The details reveal the synthetic origin, shadows that contradict the light source, textures that repeat in unnatural grids, and patterns that loop like broken code. Generative AI is improving, but it still makes mistakes. Six-fingered farmers appear with distorted knuckles. Clouds clone themselves in mirror formation. Fence posts melt into grass like watercolor paint. The glitches are there in the data. Now you know how to spot a ghost farm. Subscribe to join our 2026 food audit community. Every week we decode labels and track establishment numbers, so you know what you are really eating. But fake packaging is only the surface. There is a new type of meat hitting grocery store shelves in 2026. Stainless steel bioreactors line industrial rooms with tubes and glowing readouts. The product is grown in industrial labs, printed layer by layer using cellular scaffolding and nutrient serums. Yellow liquid drips into a petri dish. The product is strategically placed in the plant-based aisle with green packaging and leaf graphics. But the process uses animal cells. The labels do not say lab-grown. Sleek modern packaging has words glowing under LED lights. They say clean protein. They say sustainable. They say the future. But the ingredient list tells a different story. A close-up shows chemical names in tiny font. That story is in the next video. Click it now. If ghost farms fooled you, this will terrify you.